Hello everybody, and welcome back to another exciting episode of my Pokemon Platinum Let's Play. I am Magnificent Entertainer, Bulbagarden's multimedia executive. In the last episode, we explored the northern part of Route 210, and arrived here in Celestic Town. And in this episode, well, at the end of the last episode, we found out that there are some odd goings-on here with a galactic goon who's planning to blow up the city, or the town. And honestly, that didn't really seem like much of a threat, so I decided to wait a week before recording this episode. I'm sure nothing bad has happened in the interim, and the good news is, in that time, my sinus infection has mostly cleared up. But, just as a reminder for people who missed or who don't remember the last part of the previous episode, which will have literally only gone up like a few days, 4 or 5 days before this one, but doesn't matter. There's an odd spaceman in front of the ruins. There isn't anything there, but that only seems to make him angry. He's saying he will blow up the town with a bomb. The nerve of it all. If only I were younger, I'd punish that spaceman with my Pokemon. Yeah, well, you're not younger, so I guess it'll fall to me. But of course, before we go and do that, there's some much more important business to take care of, namely getting this item over here, which is a Dragon Fang. That will power up the Dragon-type moves of a Pokemon, and if you come over here, you can get a King's Rock. Now, if you give that to most Pokemon, that will cause... that will give every single move that Pokemon has a chance to flinch the opponent. This does nothing. The King's Rock, though, will also evolve Slow Poke into Slow King and Poliwhirl into Politoed. But I'm not really going to be using it for that. Anyway, let's come on over here. A giant etching of a Pokemon-like creature covers the wall. What do you mean, Pokemon-like creature? In this world, I'm pretty sure literally everything, if it's not a human, is a Pokemon, and there are even some theories that say humans are Pokemon. So what the heck, what does it mean, a Pokemon-like creature? I guess these were Ultra Beasts before Ultra Beasts were Ultra Beasts. There is some fading text etched in as well. The flow of time never stops. The past, the future, and the present. Lovely. And here's another quote-unquote Pokemon-like creature. More fading text. Space is ever-expanding dimensions. Our spirits, too, are as space. Well, that makes even less sense. Anyway, I think we've left you alone long enough. Let's see what you've got to say. This town is insignificant. There is nothing of value here. It doesn't need to exist, so I'll blow it up with a galactic bomb. If you try to mess with me, I'll shut you down with a Pokemon battle. So what's it going to be? Are you going to mess with me? Of course I am. You dare oppose Team Galactic? Pretty sure that's one of my jobs in this game, yes. That means you're taking on the world. No, the universe even. And of course, he will battle us. Silly galactic goon. Or Galactic Grunt. And he starts out with a Houndour. I'm opening up with Juniper. And we'll give it a Brick Break, because that'll be super effective. I'd be surprised if Houndour survives this. Good, good. So even though it has that fire type, couldn't get off any attacks on us. And Golbat over here. Well, I've got a good switch in for Golbats. That would be Punguin. Resists the flying type moves and is completely immune to the poison type moves. Also resists Bite because this is before Gen 6 happened and took away that resistance. I never really understood why they took away Steel's resistance to Dark. Especially since a lot of those moves seem like it would be a really stupid thing to do. Like Bite, for example. Right? You'd think you try to bite a steel wall, you will break your teeth. I just got worked over by a kid, no less. Too much to handle. I can't do anything here. This place is nothing. I'll happily be rid of this place. So leave! Silly person thinking that the only options are blow a place up or No. Oh, you are magnificent. Aren't you quite the trainer? As the Elder of Celestic Town, I give you my thanks. Oh, that old charm. May I see that, dear? What's that? You say Cynthia entrusted you with that, with it to deliver to me? That's Cynthia. She's my granddaughter. And we give the old charm over to the Elder. This old charm is something made in Celestic Town long, long ago, in a galaxy far, far away. It was made in honor of a mythical deity said to have created Sinnoh. These old charms are still discovered now and again. Since you're in Celestic Town, why not look around inside the ruins? And she looks to the ruins, and I think we will do that. But anyway, as I was saying, right, I don't really understand why Steel lost its resistance to Dark, because again, Dark's got all these kinds of moves like Bite and Crunch and Sucker Punch, all of which seem like they'd be very bad ideas to do to a Steel wall. But whatever, we're here inside the Celestic ruins, and you see all these odd rocks hanging around. You see this bizarre-looking space in here. There are no hidden items in here whatsoever. The only thing you can do is examine the ancient cave painting. Mysterious designs cover a whole section of the wall. There are 3 strange things forming a triangle. So now they're not even Pokemon-like creatures. Now they're just things. In the middle of them, a shining sphere? What is this all? Yeah, what is this all about? And here she comes to explain. The cave painting's meaning seemed to be this. There existed beings so powerful they were considered deities at the time. There were 3 Pokemon with the power to match either being. The 3 kept balance with either being, as if they formed a pyramid. It's an ancient legend of Sinnoh that is still told in Celestic Town. I would like to know more about that legend, if you will. Who might you be? And it's this guy again. My name is Cyrus. I want to put an end to pointless strife and hostility. I am seeking the power to create the ideal world. Thus, I want you to answer. The world today can't change because the 3 Pokemon keep it in balance. Is that what you are saying? I wouldn't know. I do know the world is in balance. I'm quite satisfied with the world as the way it is. I'm not interested in your question. Plead ignorance, will you? What a pointless attitude. You fail to appreciate that the world is incomplete. I will change the world. As the first step, I will destroy this cave painting that you've protected all these years. A new legend of a new world should take its place. Am I wrong? If you feel that way, challenge me. I will challenge you. I know you, trainer. We've met at Mount Coronet. Why would you want to protect this incomplete world? As the boss of Team Galactic, I will show you the error of your ways. Why would you, who's almost literally just bumped into me like 2 or 3 times at this point, why would you assume... And by the way, I never said anything to you. It was always you talking. Normally just telling me to kind of walk aside or step aside or what have you. But why would you ever assume that I'd be on your side after like meeting you 2 or 3 times very briefly and never actually exchanging a single word? But yeah, here's Galactic Boss Cyrus. You don't get to battle him like this in Diamond and Pearl. You actually battle him much later. He opens up with a level 34 Sneasel with the moves Screech, Ice Punch, Slash, and Quick Attack, and the ability Inner Focus. Heracross over here, being part Fighting type, is going to absolutely destroy this thing. Sneasel is very, very fast, though, so it's likely going to outspeed anything you've got. And Screech and Ice Punch make a very, very bad combination. But it's very frail, so one hit, especially if it's quad weak like Fighting types, it'll go down. Gain a good amount of experience, and his next Pokemon is his level 34 Golbat with the moves Air Cutter, Poison Fang, Supersonic, and Bite. This is not a great battle for Juniper, so I will switch over to Punguin. because Penguin resists all your moves, and Supersonic is well, resists Air Cutter and Bite, and is immune to Poison Fang. Alright, that was a good switch. And we will Ice Beam it. And I love this boss battle music against Cyrus, by the way. It's very good. I am of the personal opinion that the Commander battle music is better. Oh, hey, it survived, but it's frozen. Haha. And we'll Aqua Jet it. Oh, he has a Hyper Potion. I don't think I knew that he had those. But yeah, I am of the opinion that the Galactic Commander battle music is better, but I still do really like this battle music, and one more Ice Beam will take care of it with that Aqua Jet damage. There we go. And we're making fairly quick work of this guy. Almost. His last Pokemon is a level 36 Murkrow holding a Citrus Berry. You forced my hand this time. Like I said, level 36 with the moves Nightshade, Feint Attack, Drill Peck, and Astonish. Drill Peck is pretty powerful is a pretty powerful move to have. But Murkrow's stats aren't great. Oh, and its ability is Insomnia, so don't try to put it to sleep. We'll Ice Beam that. Nightshade, unfortunately, it might be a Ghost-type move, but it does fixed damage based on the Pokemon that's using its level, so it'll do 36 HP damage no matter what every time. But there you go. One shot with the Ice Beam and it's done. Like I said, its stats aren't great. And Penguin grows to level 39. The puns, they grow stronger. Very solid special attack stat at this point. And it wants to learn Whirlpool. Yeah, absolutely not. See, this is what I'm saying. I've said it before, but the one thing that I don't like about the Piplup line is that it really does get... oh, impressive, your power is notable. It really does get the shaft when it comes to things like level up moves. Especially compared to the Chimchar and Turtwig lines. But it's still it's still my favorite Sinnoh starter. Remarkable. But, Elder, your attitude told me what I needed to know. If the beings of time and space are brought together, they can't be stopped. And he doesn't even walk away, he just smoke bombs and gets out of there. Such a strange, strange man, spouting such nonsense. The time and space of Sinnoh are filled with the memories and thoughts of countless people and Pokemon. This is a wonderful world. What need is there to change it? Oh, yes, I found something useful. You should take this. It belonged to my granddaughter, but she doesn't use it anymore. And we get the HMO3 Surf. If a Pokemon learns Surf, it can carry you across the water and the sea. You've been a great help. That's my thanks for it. And she walks away. She doesn't drop a smoke bomb and disappear. She walks away. And if you actually look at this again, the text is slightly different. Anyway, we're done with that battle. So yeah, HMO3 Surf. I will, of course, be teaching that to Penguin, because it actually is a useful HM. The power on it is good. It'll hit both of your opponents in a double battle, although it does, unfortunately, hit your teammate starting in this generation. But still, 95 power, same type attack bonus coming off of Penguin's very formidable special attack. Of course, we'll get rid of Bubble Beam for it. And there we go. And let's get out of here. And you're here. Was everything all right here? You saw those strange people with the Galactic bomb, didn't you? But those Team Galactic people, I thought they were harmless. Harmless? They blew up the Great Marsh! The bizarre ways they dress, and all their wild claims about making a new universe. I thought it was just silly talk, nothing to take seriously. But there's surprisingly more trouble than expected. So what are you going to do about it? Trying to monopolize Pokemon just isn't acceptable. By the way, were the ruins fun to explore? No, but battling Cyrus was kind of fun. If you're interested, there's a library in Canalave City. It's stocked with ancient books. You can look up Sinnoh history there. It might help you complete your Pokedex, too. The quickest way to Canalave City is to go west from Jubilife City. Alright, I've been putting off talking about this until now because, well, this is the most blatantly obvious that it's been. But Cynthia, why did you waste my time making me come up here? You gave me the secret potion for the Psyduck by the Velour Lakefront, by Lake Valor, only to show up at the Psyduck on Route 210 when I used it, so you could have used it there yourself. You gave me the old charm when we were there by those Psyduck at Route 210, and told me to give it to your grandmother, here in Celestic Town. And then you show up in Celestic Town anyway. You wasted my time! If you were going to come here anyway, if you were going to cure the Psyduck anyway. Why did you make me come here? Honestly, if it wasn't for your grandmother giving me that HM, this would have just been a colossal waste of time, and I never would have had to come here. Good lord. Anyway, we're going to heal up. And you'll take our Pokemon. By the way, I do have Porygon sitting this one out. I actually did not do any more training off-screen. I stopped battling the people in that restaurant since the last time. Let me see. Is it the right time to get... No, okay, so this is when I get the choice specs. I'd need to show up later in the day to get the black glasses. I did, off-screen, I did actually get the wise glasses from this guy by stopping by at night while I was watering berries. So you can see... Well, okay, you can't see because I'm too busy scrolling down and this menu takes forever, but... Down here, there's the wise glasses. I'm actually probably going to give this to Porygon, just because it does boost your attack stat a little bit less than... Or it does boost your attacks a little bit less than the choice specs does, but... Actually, significantly less than the choice specs does, but it doesn't limit you to using one move, and when you're stuck using... Well, I'm not stuck using, but when you're using the set battle style, being stuck in one move is a little bit more challenging. Anyway, let's take a step out here to the eastern side of Route 211. And we could have come here before dealing with all that galactic nonsense, but I decided not to. Anyway, you can grab a Pecha Berry from over here, which is really late in the game to be getting one of these. I suppose technically we haven't gotten to a point where you can surf to get your first Lumberry in the wild yet, but odds are you've got one from the Berry Master. Anyway, here's a Spare Berry. And there is an Ayapapa Berry. And I believe that's a Greppa Berry. Yes, it is. There's a Honey Tree down here. I will, of course, be dealing with the berries off-screen, as I always do. Actually, I will move this up to the top, because like I said, I'm probably going to use it for Porygon too. But that was mostly to just make it faster for me to get these Super Repels. Down here, I can grab a Carbos, raise the speed of one of my Pokemon, which does remind me I really do need to use those vitamins. I might do that in this episode. You can use Cut to go through there, but I will actually battle this Karateman. Ha ha! I'm psyched for this. Here goes! Yeah, well, you're using fighting types, I'm using fighting types, I betcha I beat you. Black Belt, Sean. Sent out a Krogunk. Oh, Sean is in like Sean Connery. I can't do a good James Bond impression. Anyway, that Sucker Punch isn't gonna hurt. So the day that this episode goes up, I will actually be on my way to Indiana for a business trip, which is lovely. I do try to record these episodes in advance so that I can upload everything for the week that I need to on Saturday night or early Sunday. And Juniper grows to level 39, and that attack stat on Junipers is also looking pretty good. Sending out a meta type. The name's Bond. James Bond. Except, not really, it's Sean. But yeah, so I'll be on my way to Indiana for a few days for a business trip. That's going to be fun. Always nice to get out of the office for a little. That does mean, though, that if I don't manage to record anything next Sunday, I'm going to be in a little bit of trouble because I'm not going to have the time to do that before the episodes need to go up, so that's wonderful. Anyway, we took care of this guy's Pokemon, no problem. I don't get why we can't win. Because you face down a superior fighting type. You should catch a Heracross. That would solve all your problems. Anyway, we're gonna use Cut. Come on through here. Well, that looks suspicious. We'll put Splurb to the... Well, do I want to put Splurb to the front? No, I think we'll put Punguin at the front. Speed is a ninja's best weapon. Can you keep up? I don't know. But speed is one thing. Having actual attack to go along with that speed is kind of important. Oh, Skorupi. Could have gone with Splurb, but oh well. We'll try out that new Surf move, which is very good. And yeah, I'd actually be very upset if you couldn't one-shot an unevolved Pokemon. And there's Krogunk. Little custom ball animation there. Now again, if this Krogunk had dry skin, Surf would actually not do any damage to it, but it's got anticipation, so bye-bye Krogunk. And we defeated Ninja Boy Nick. I did a lot to conceal myself, too. You bury yourself underground, kind of like every single other ninja in this game. I really did like in the previous generation, all the ways that they gave for the ninjas to conceal themselves was pretty clever. They had them disguising themselves as trees, they had them disguising themselves as rocks, they had them underground. It was kind of fun. Anyway, we'll poke this guy. Whilst exploring the ruins, I spotted a trainer. I must investigate. I'll investigate you! You might actually have steel Pokemon, so, Masquerose made it, yeah. Oh well, I mean, I guess I can try out that hidden power again. It is, unfortunately, water type, not fire type as I would have wanted, but it's good to have a secondary offensive move that's not resisted by, well, okay, that doesn't do a lot. I'm not sure what hidden power I have. I mean, I'd say it's kind of decent because it's doing, like, I think I can 3-hit KO that Bronzor, and Bronzor's pretty defensive, and it's not a super effective move. But I mean, that doesn't seem like it's too impressive of a feat. So I don't know. I'm sure I could 1-hit KO a ground rock type. Oh, I can't even 3-hit KO it. I 4-hit KO because it barely hung on. I probably got. No, I rolled an unfortunate roll with damage range. We'll say that. Giga Drain, restore like 1 HP. Which, you know, that's whatever. At least it's something. And yeah, that means that it literally only had 1 HP for me to recover because I've got the big root. Another Bronzor, slightly higher level. Probably going to be the same deal, but worse because I'm confused. I'm actually surprised. I don't think I've hit myself in confusion yet, although I should not have said that out loud because, well... Alright, you're iron defensing. Snap out of confusion? No. And still no hitting myself, so I'll take that. I don't know, I mean, you'd think, you know, I should switch out because this is kind of slow, and, well... MEgaPod is doing okay, and she snapped out of confusion. You know, I'm not unhappy. I'm okay to have a slower battle every once in a while. And really, I don't have anything that'll be great against Bronzor, because I don't have any fire-type moves, and I think most of them have Levitate that are owned by trainers. We'll try a Giga Drain. I don't know, it's the same type attack bonus, but it is resisted. Ah, very good. Gain back a decent amount of HP from that. And let me guess, your third Pokemon is another Bronzor. Oh boy, and it's even higher level than the other two. Alright, I might have been saying that I don't mind slow battles, but I'm going to do something a little different this time. And Iron Defense, that's okay. That'll boost your defense, so I'll just use Ominous Wind. Very good Quick Claw kicking in, although I don't know if it would need to kick in against a Bronzor, considering how slow they are, but... See, that does more, even though it's not resisted. So, again, that kind of leads me, or even though it's not super effective, that does kind of lead me to believe that hidden power is low. Oh, and Quick Claw again. Lovely. But yeah, I was I was very overdue for that happening. Unfortunate, but true. And yeah, I didn't even need that, and I guess you could say I was overdue for that because I got so many times in a row of it not hitting itself, but yeah, I don't think there's that much power to that hidden power, but here we go, one more Ominous Wind. That'll take care of that. Very good. And we defeated Ruin Maniac Harry. My investigation has revealed the trainer to be tough. Ouch. Yes, ouch indeed. Well, you're not in Celestic Town. You're next to Celestic Town, you dingbat. Anyway, you talk to this guy over here. I'm strong. 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 Am I really? No, I am strong. I'm strong. Okay, I'm all good to go. Wah! You startled me good. I think you'll understand what I was doing when you see this TM. And we get the TM77, which contains Psych Up. Let me explain how that move works without getting too technical. Let's say your opponent raises its defense using Harden. Your Pokemon can use Psych Up to get the same defense boost as its foe. Basically, your Pokemon gets the same status boost as its targets. So yeah, this guy, when he was using those Iron defenses all the time on his Bronzors, if I use Psych Up, I would get those same defense boosts. Also, if you used a move like Swords Dance, or if you used a move like Nasty Plot, or what have you, you'd get those same stat boosts. That over there is a Bird Keeper. Masquerose is not a good Pokemon to have out in front for that. Neither is Splurb, so we'll put Punguin to the front. And there we go. I go everywhere with my Noctowl. We're going to show you Owl Best. Is that supposed to be a pun off of Our Best? Because that's not really a great pun. And I do know a thing or two about puns. Yeah, we're going to show you Owl Best. It's not even close. Anyway, Ice Beam that. Now, there were plenty of other things that she could have said. We're going to take you down would have been a good one. Could have said, you know, I'm always with my Noctowl when it comes to Pokemon battles, we always wing it. I mean, I guess she wanted to go specifically with an owl pun, but it really wasn't great. We did our best. That's what matters, right? No, what matters is that you have a good pun, that you make good puns, and you failed! Anyway, I don't think there are hidden items around here. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, I'm gonna go back this way. I think I was in the third gear for some reason. And we can actually come into Mount Coronet over here. And I don't think I've got a repel up, so I better take care of that. Oh, I actually do have a repel up. You can grab a star piece over there. And again, there's not really much we can do because you see we've got these boulders over here that we can't push yet. Yeah, the star piece is nice, and you can see there's another item down here, which is an escape rope. Sometimes they try to be sneaky and hide items behind other items. But I think that's all we can grab in here for now. Like I said, our progress is being blocked by other boulders, and I should have known better than to try to go through that without a repel. Oh well. You can see the Pokemon in here are ridiculously low level, level 14, which is just bad. Not even worth training off of. But on the other side of Mount Coronet over here, you've got the western part of Route 211 and Eterna City. So that's something. Anyway, we'll pop right back out to Route 211 and go down this way. I said we'll go down this way. And I think we've actually accomplished a decent amount for this episode. I know it's not a ridiculously long episode, but, I mean, really, we battled the Team Galactic Grunt. We met, well, we technically had met him before, but, you know, we officially revealed and defeated Cyrus as the Team Galactic boss. We explored a part of a new route, and a little bit more of Mount Coronet. So I'm going to heal up. I think that'll be it for this episode. Like I said, not one of our longest episodes, but I'm pretty sure the next episode will be pretty long, so that's lovely. In the next couple of episodes, I won't be making any story progress. I will just be using that shiny new HM that I got, the HM for Surf, and kind of just going around, starting a second journey around Sinnoh that we've been through so far, and seeing where we can use that Surf HM to get some cool stuff. But that's all for now. I will see you all next time.